All right, and welcome to Fast Break Breakfast, NBA podcast. My name is Keith Parrish, and I'm here once again with my buddy through the miracle of computer phone. I'm here with Dave DeFore. Dave, with a treat for the YouTube viewers. You caught me off guard. I thought initially you were wearing a Memphis Sounds throwback. You're wearing a red and white Baywatch tank top, Dave. Thank you for this visual treat.
Summertime, Keith.
You get guns out, suns out.
That's right. Summertime.
You're back at home. We met up in Las Vegas. It is day 8 of Las Vegas Summer League. Both you and I back home. I'm in my basement in Tennessee. I don't normally have the AC vents open in the basement because obviously the AC pools down in the basement naturally, but it's so hot everywhere. I just showered. I'm not adjusted to the Tennessee sweltering misery. It was more pleasant in Las Vegas. It was like 98 in Las Vegas, which is really hot. Very, very hot. It's not hot for Las Vegas in July. Coming back home to Tennessee and it's 90 with like 100% humidity. I'm like, this is unworkable. Dave, tell me what's like balmy 71. What do you
it is 69 degrees right now. Golly. Beautiful. You can wear a hoodie.
You're going to get a chill wearing that Baywatch tank top.
That's the thing is, you can wear a hoodie here every day. If you're in the shade, it's so nice. If you get a little cool, you just step into the sun. It's very much like a dog's life out here. It's really nice.
That is pretty good. I'm very, very jealous. Yeah, I'm warm, just showered. Also, I'm going to get a thing, which I don't think you have to deal with. I'm going to get headphone hair. If I put on the headphones
I do not have to
while my hair's wet, when I take it off, it's like really pressed in. The rest of my hair is like kind of, it looks like I've shaved the sides of. Yeah, it's kind of hat head. It actually makes me look like I have like the Johnny Furphy haircut pressed on the side. Which also is just my way of shoehorning in.
What
Johnny
is that
Furphy.
Haircut?
I don't know,
it's like a bowl and a mullet.
Sort of a mullet. It's like it's sort of a mullet. Furphy like provided the most exciting moment of Summer League. I was happy to be able to witness it live in the gym. I think everyone saw the clip on SportsCenter or on social media or wherever. Goes behind the back, loses Modest Bazelis, then rises up for one of the better cockback dunks I've ever seen. I got to tell people the thing you maybe didn't get if you weren't there. At Summer League, of course, the gyms are filled with team executives, media people, all of us podcaster folks, ex-NBA players, current NBA players. Most of these people, when they watch basketball, are subdued. They are maybe jaded, but also there's the keeping it cool. It's like the comedian going to a show who doesn't laugh. So like it's a very subdued crowd. When Johnny Furphy posterized that guy, Noah, I don't know how to say his name, Asenge, whatever, the lottery pick from the Bulls.
Yeah.
I'm talking team executives did like the Rucker Park and one tour. Like they stood up and like turned circles. People were covering their face. It was amazing. I was sitting beside your athletic co-host S, who just like punched me in the arm really hard. He's a very excitable basketball watcher. It was a special moment. Johnny Furphy, great game, great dunk.
Yeah, I was in the concourse coming to find you guys.
Right, and you hear the noise. I
saw it on the screen. I was I happened to be watching when it happened. So it was
a special moment. Also Johnny Furphy looking sharp. Turning his finals experience into Summer League dominance.
Yeah, I mean, he looked extremely athletic. Like he was faster than those guys, which is a good sign for a second-year guy.
Well, he was going, I mean, in this game.
Like he knew where to be.
In this game, Modest Bazelis had a very good game. Modest Bazelis has been very impressive the games he's actually suited up and played at Summer League, but Furphy was sort of toe-to-toe, where like Furphy doesn't have the same draft pedigree of Bazelis, but it was an impressive showing. I feel like the two finals guys, AJ Mitchell and John, I'm not sure if anybody else actually played at the finals and then also played at Summer League. But AJ Mitchell also very impressive for the Thunder. Dave, today's episode, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through every Summer League player and give our impressions of what, and I'm kidding. We're not. We're just going to talk generally about things. I got to say, I'm losing my fastball. My Summer League fastball specifically, Dave.
Uh-oh.
I feel like years past, it was like I sit there all day. I get so excited. I'm like trying to watch every game. There's like some this year where I walk in, it was like a Rockets Hawks game. Rocks Hawks, as I like to say. And I'm looking at the court. I'm like, who are these people? And I'm like, Jacob Toppin's the leading scorer in this game. I might leave.
He was great in that game, by the way.
Yeah. We're like, oh, Kennedy Chandler's the leading scorer. Who are these? Yeah. So I feel like I wasn't staying until the bitter end. I saw a sunset in Las Vegas for the first time because normally I'm inside the gym. Normally I'm in the gym. The last evening I was there.
You took a picture of it. You took a picture of it. I remember.
No,
I remember.
There was one
walking out. Yeah.
There was a spectacular one that I was like, I was on my way to a dinner and I'm like, it like the sun was going down over the mountains. And I was like, I've never seen this. I've seen it go down, I guess, over the casinos, over the strip, like right, basically a view from Thomas and Mack. But I was driving off a little bit. I left the gym early, going to a regular dinner time. Like my body, I wasn't accustomed to it because normally the routine is, of course, adjusting to Pacific time is hard. Yeah. But like normally I eat a lunch at 12 Pacific time, and then I'm in the gym until 9 or 10. And so like I'm starving because the food at the gym is horrible. And so dinner ends up being like 10:30 or something. This time I'd prepped. I actually ate an extra sandwich on the way to the gym. I had a Soulbird chicken sandwich that I thought was really good at like, let's say 11:30. And I was like, that was good. I'm going to buy another one and bring it to the gym. So I ate another one at like 1, but then it turned out that was a night. I'm like, oh, I got invited to a 7:00 dinner. I'm like, I'm not accustomed to this. That's a normal dinner time. But anyways, leave the gym, watching the sun go down over the mountains. I want to take a photo, but it turns out the restaurant was in like a strip mall, and it was like a Container Store and a Whole Foods and a like Buca di Beppo blocking the view. Once the car stopped, I can't see the mountains anymore. I just see strip mall. Dinner was great though.
Those Vegas strip mall restaurants.
It was, I got to say it was really good. Dave, what's the best food you had in Vegas? I know you're not going to give me any good breakfast talk.
I had a really nice cacio e pepe at a place called Mother Wolf at Le Fontainebleau, the new place. Yeah, it was pretty nice. It probably was the best thing I ate. It was the last night I was in Vegas. Yeah.
Yep.
What about you?
That's a good question. The strip mall restaurant was an Indian restaurant, and I don't know the name of hardly any of the dishes. It was like, I mean, like one of them was butter chicken. All right. I remember that, but it was like a bunch of other things, and I didn't know what the names were. I don't know. I did enjoy the 20 vegetable rice you brought, 20 vegetable fried rice you brought me to. That was something you were seeking out. We had that together. One meal.
China Poblano. Which I
will say
all the food there is good.
I will say this was one of the best eating summer leagues I've had. And I think it's because the strip was dead because nobody was empty. There. It was empty. Yeah. It was easy to get tables at restaurants. It wasn't this. You had to get a reservation beforehand. Yeah.
Not to get into politics, but
yeah, I don't want to know if it's a key economic indicator. The strip was the lowest I've ever seen it in July. However, Fremont Street in Old Vegas, the busiest I've ever seen it. So I don't know if that's just a little bit cheaper casinos. That's where everybody's at. Anyways, that was sort of our breakfast. We talked about food. After our breakfast, we can do our breakfast in bed apologies. And then we'll get into some of the summer league stuff. We'll get into, I don't know, some Brad Beal talk. Before we do, let's do a breakfast in bed apology. This is my chance to make right what I might have gotten wrong on a previous episode. Frequently the first time we talk about the NBA. I think, I'm not right. I'm not certain. I think last episode I called Trendon Watford Jabari Walker. But here's my excuse. I mean, one, they're both on the Sixers, which I think I combined them in my head. They're both like former Trailblazers. They don't. It's not like they play wildly dissimilar games.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure I got those mixed up last episode, but both on the Sixers. So apologies to the fans of both Jabari Walker and Trendon Watford. Also, Dave, got a lot of feedback from last episode.
Oh yeah.
Talking about Norm Powell and Bradley Beal. I think Norm Powell, I mean, the way we talked about on the show, I believe Norm Powell has clearly been better than Bradley Beal for a couple of seasons now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Clippers don't think so. I mean, Clippers, they got it done. The buyout happened from the Suns, or the buyout then stretch. Well, I mean, they understand that Bradley Beal 2 years at 11 million.
Right.
I'll take that over Norm Powell 1 year at 19 and then have to worry about it later.
Right.
So, I mean, I get it, but I think Norm Powell's a much better player currently.
Yeah. Agreed.
I mean, Norm Powell plays 60 games a year and Bradley Beal plays 40 games a year. So it's a little, neither's great. All right. Prognosticating which 30-year-old shooting guard is going to play more games the next 2 seasons. It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
And, so like, I get it.
How many games do you think Beal plays for the Clippers?
44.
Okay.
That's literally, that's his average games played over the last 5 seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, I said literally like it's an exact number. I'm pretty sure he played ballpark 220 games over the last 5 seasons, somewhere around there at least. The Suns part of this, as someone with a vested interest in the Suns' demise, as a Grizzlies fan watching this pick swap with the Suns next year, I don't like the stuff they're doing. I mean, Bradley Beal's a good player, but I think this was the addition by subtraction.
Right.
I mean, honestly, they still need a guard. I don't like that ESPN has Colin Gillespie as their starting point guard. That feels like a tiny hole.
I mean, now hang on. Why would it be Colin Gillespie? It'll be Booker. It'll be Jalen Green.
Booker and Green. I mean, even Grayson Allen do like the 3-guard thing. Maybe yeah. They don't have a real traditional point guard.
Right.
This move by the Suns, I think wraps up of course, there not many teams would trade places with them. Sorry, Matt Ishbia. But like, they've basically done everything they could this year. Also, the wave and stretch, like we criticize the Bucks for being like, man, you're putting a lot of money on your future books.
Yeah,
that's tough. For the Suns, it saved them literally $200 million.
Right.
Like the non-tax payments, this is like $220 million. They saved as many $1 million as Bradley Beal's games played in the last 5 seasons just by stretching him. So I get it. That's
was it actually? It was a wave and stretch. I didn't.
Yeah,
I saw buyout reported. So
yeah. Because they did the stretch because it takes them all the way out of the luxury tax. Like
yeah. Well, I mean that made the most sense. Again, it was the opposite thing as the Bucks.
Right.
The Bucks weren't going to save nearly as much money.
I mean, the Bucks are trying to make more money by saving Giannis. I mean, I get that too. That's a good financial decision.
Yeah.
But now the Clippers, I mean, they're a team like many other teams who, if their best players play, quite good. I think the Brook Lopez signing, great. And now it's just, do Bradley Beal and Kawhi play the same games? Are they both available in the postseason? Could they not just go ahead and plan out to like alternate just every other game? Just like, I mean, you would think maybe week on, week off. What's better for the NBA athlete's body, Dave, do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to see. I think we're going to find out a lot about Bradley Beal this year.
Yeah.
Clippers always had a guy like this, though. They had a guy every season.
Well, this is a marquee franchise privilege. And, congratulations for the Clippers that they, for many years now, have been a marquee franchise. And this is a thing that cannot happen for smaller teams. Like, no, you don't get a Bradley Beal.
Doesn't get to try out. Bradley Beal.
Yeah, you don't get a Bradley Beal for $5.5 million. So this is the big market advantage happening right here for the Clippers. But Dave, let's go to some summer league stuff. Do you have any big takeaways? I mean, I think we always focus on the big names. Like, anybody exciting? I mean, I think the Cooper Flagg thing. I'd never seen him play like an entire game before. And so I got him see one game in person. I watched the first game on television. I wasn't in Vegas yet. I thought he was incredibly exciting. Just like this guy actually is as advertised. I mean, he called the first game he played, he said it was one of the worst games he's ever played. It was reminiscent of like Wemby's first game, where Wemby was an absolute mess in his first game. But then in the second game, Cooper, I would say, had 31 easily in like a way where he wasn't even eye popping to be like, oh, this guy's just killing it. You're like, yeah, this guy's kind of amazing. He hasn't done anything spectacular and has ended up with 30 points. I'm like blown away. Like, oh yeah, this is whatever I was talking about. Everybody else, I don't want to put a huge blanket on it. No one took my breath away besides that out of the first round.
Yeah.
But I don't know who I'm supposed to be getting shocked by or amazed by.
I like the Spurs guys. I thought Dylan Harper was really impressive. I mean, he was dealing with an injury. Carter Bryant looks like just freak of all freaks, defensive athlete. We'll see if the shot ever falls.
Yeah.
If he ever can hit just a corner three, that guy is insane. But other than that, you know what? My big takeaway is, where are all the second year guys?
Yeah. Well, that's
not enough of them playing.
It's gone. Yeah. I mean, Kyle Filipowski is the best player in Summer League. He's dominating as a second year guy.
Yeah. It just felt like there should have been more of those guys. Also disappointed that guys get shut down so early, but also I understand it. And then we got to talk about Hansen Young. Chinese Jokic.
Say, if we
guy is amazing.
Hansen Young, his game against the Grizzlies wasn't nearly as good as his first game. Then his next game he had a few threes. Also, I keep hearing, I don't even know the order. I've heard Young Hansen and Hansen Young interchangeably.
Well, Young is his last name, right?
Well, family name.
Right. So by, Western convention, isn't it Hansen Young? Kind of like Yao Ming?
I don't know. If I knew the answer, I would tell you.
Yeah, I'll have to ask. We'll have to ask somebody who's gotten the guide on that.
He was fun. I'm a little dubious. He felt more like Summer League novelty. I know you were super excited about the passing. Yes. You're like, any big who can pass.
Yeah. And
opens up a lot of stuff.
Some of these were basic passes, but they were great reads. Yeah. And I think when you can see the floor like that, and also he was directing traffic the entire time on both ends. He's calling it on defense. He's calling it on offense. I thought it was
really funny. I saw this on the broadcast a few times, like rewatching, like I rewatched the Grizzlies game and the broadcasters are like, oh yeah, look at how he's pointing at his teammates, telling them where to go. I'm like, not everyone loves that.
I love it. That's real, man. And first play of the game for his first Summer League game, he calls a pin down screen for himself, and he wanted to shoot it.
Yeah.
But then, it got blown up, so he turns it into a DHO. I don't know. I think this guy's going to be fun. Donovan Clingan's going to be a great backup to this guy.
Why isn't Donovan Clingan playing?
That's what I don't get. Also, I want to see them play together. Who cares if they're slow?
Right.
They're huge. Let's just see what happens. But yeah, I don't know why Clingan didn't play. Our friend Joey Devine said,
Joey from Round
why
Rock.
isn't Brandon Podziemski out here? He's right.
Why isn't, okay, let's turn it back from Brandon Podziemski. Why isn't Quentin Post playing?
Oh, well, Quentin Post has an injury.
Oh, he's injured. Okay.
He's got an ankle injury.
That explains a little bit more.
I did get the inside scoop on that.
We did have a few second-year guys play. Ron Holland is dominating. Ron Holland's incredible. He's out here.
Jalen Wells looked pretty good.
Jalen Wells looks good. Reed Shepherd played a couple of games, and I think, honestly, he had a lot of trouble against Ron Holland. He was like, he's not handling the Ron Holland pressure very well. Reed Shepherd played a couple games. Terrence Shannon for the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
He's turning heads. He's playing well. Drew Timme, he's a second year guy. Does he count? Fair. He's if you're a big with any kind of ball skills, dominant at Summer League.
Drew Timme, is that going to be your new center?
That's Nets starting center. The Nets, I've watched a couple of their games, and it's like, again, they took 5 guys in the first round. Watching the games, you're like, who is their top pick? It's like, I have no idea. Like, just if they didn't have jerseys on, it's like, I can't tell what anybody's doing. Like, they maybe need a table setter in Summer League, even though they drafted a lot of guards. It's still like, I don't I don't get what's happening here.
Man, they should have sent Cam Thomas. Imagine if Cam Thomas was putting up like 50 a game in summer league.
Speaking of buckets, I wrote this name down. That is it Jones Garcia? For the Spurs,
San Antonio.
Yeah, that guy is a bucket. I saw a lot of the Spurs games. That guy
dribbles so much.
That guy's like summer league goated. You know, like the guard who can just beat this level of competition.
Yeah.
Just like summer league.
He was doing between the leg crossover, like, you know, the meme of the guy at the pickup game.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked angry.
Another summer league legend, Javon Freeman Liberty. This is just guards built for summer league because they can get past this level of defense and can kind of score at will. Yeah, going back to the lottery guys. I mean, I'm not a draft person. And so you watch these summer league games and you're looking for them. You're saying, all right, let's see it. And like, Edgecombe only played one game. Well, that was once I got back. So I watched that. He had a wrist injury. He had the game he played in Utah was pretty good. The game he played in Vegas, it was like, I guess a good second half. Also hampering my summer league watching, very strange blackout rules on League Pass, where it's like, if you don't have ESPN Plus, you can't get the games unless you DVR'd them off YouTube because they're not on League Pass until all of Summer League is over. So there's a lot of weird I was trying to go back and watch this Edgecombe game that I missed, the one after I got back home to Nashville. Not available to watch. Same situation with the Con Knipple game. So I caught the first Con Knipple game, rough. The Hornets were getting dribbled around left and right by all the Jazz guys. Isaiah Collier just blowing by that Cockbrenner guy as if he wasn't there. Knipple not keeping guys in front of him. He didn't score very much. But then the second game, I watched most of it in person. I wanted to rewatch it. It was in that weird blackout where I'm like, I can't watch it. But Knipple, great bounce back game in his second game. You mentioned Dylan Harper, the second pick. I mean, dealing with an injury, but like if shooting's not his thing, which is what I was told by the people who seem to know, like shooting's not his thing, but like also he couldn't really get by people that much. And so I was like, it's one of those where okay. It was okay. But like, it's one of those things where when you hear draft coverage, and it's like, you know, Cooper Flagg and then clear number 2, Dylan Harper. And so then when I watch him, I'm like, all right, let's see clear number 2. And I'm like, like I'm not, maybe I had too much expectation. I wanted to be like wowed. I wanted to have that feeling when I first saw Paolo Banchero and how he was bigger than every human ever. You know? Right. I wanted that to take my breath away. Did I tell you,
did we ever talk about the first time I saw Paolo?
I'm not sure.
He was 15.
Okay.
At Team USA camp. And it was like the high school camp. So it was Jade McDaniel's senior year, I think, of high school.
Yeah.
And he was also bigger than everybody in the gym at 15.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wow. This is when we thought we were going to get rid of the one and done rule.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, there's the guy who's going to be the first high schooler picked number 1. And he just stood out in a gym full of like every good high school.
Well, that was the funniest thing about that summer league. Paolo Banchero's rookie year summer league, because we'd come off an entire offseason, or not an offseason, but like the entire draft prep and the draft coverage was Paolo Banchero or Jabari Smith Jr. Like, who's going to go number 1? And then, of course, it ended up being Paolo. But then seeing those two guys play each other in summer league, I was like, Paolo is twice as big as Jabari. He's so much like he's taller and he's twice as thick. And I was like, that is one of the biggest people I've ever seen. I mean, he's a staggering physical specimen, which I guess is why the Magic are the only team going for it in the Eastern Conference. The only team full bore trying to win it. Dave, let's take a break and let's get into some more of these summer league names. Go through a few more of the first rounders and also some other observations. All right, Dave. So Tre Johnson looked pretty good. The Wizards, I give them credit for putting together a fun summer league team. You got Alex Sarr out there playing, Bub Carrington out there playing, AJ Johnson dunking the ball like crazy. Of course, acquired in the Chris Middleton
so fast
deal. And then Tre Johnson looked pretty good. He's one of the lottery guys who did actually seem like he performed pretty well. But again, the talent level around him, just with all those guys having a lot of games played last year, that obviously benefits. It's hard to separate the team performance and the individual performances. Did you have a chance to see the two guys the Pelicans took, or did you hear anything about them? Fears and of course,
I only saw a couple of highlights.
Queen, who they traded
I saw
for.
him.
Yeah,
I saw Fears. That big missed dunk. Yeah, but that's about it. What did I miss?
I mean, they're guys where when I have the standard of I'm trying to be impressed, where I'm like, let's see what it is. And also like Queen was like the idea of him. I watched that one of those games in the tournament that he played, and I'm like, I love this. Just a power forward, like old school game. And you would think, I would think it would be well built for Summer League. Like this is the guy's going to put up 20 and 10. And I think he is averaging double-digit rebounds, but none of it was that impressive. They have Yves Missy playing. Yves is shooting an unbelievably low percentage for his game. He's maybe I missed the game where he was stretching out a lot and trying a lot of jumpers. His numbers aren't very good. Trying to think if there's anybody else. Yeah, the Nets guy didn't do anything for me. I will say guys who I think have the best buzz. I heard a lot of positive stuff about Jace Richardson from the Magic. I heard he was, he's got undersized guard, but like tough shot maker, and he was still making tough shots. And so, the unanswerable question in Summer League is, well, will he make tough shots against better competition?
Right.
In the regular season. If there was a redraft right now, sources are telling me, I mean, I guess after Young Henson, number 2 might be Walter Clayton Jr. He played one game and he looked awesome, and he was good. He was good in Utah. I mean, this is a guy. I remember seeing this before the Final Four. He was like a second rounder on all the mock drafts and stuff. And then after the Final Four, he was like a late first rounder. And then Utah gets him like 15 or somewhere in the middle of the first round. And he looked really good. Just always, I mean, it was in Vegas, it was just one game. And again, he was going up against maybe a not great Hornets squad. I mean, Hornets squad with guys you've heard of.
Right.
I mean, they drafted a lot of guys. Tre Johnson still playing. But like, he was awesome. Just the lead guard who can score with the ball in his hands is always just so impressive. But again, maybe Summer League's built for it. But like Walter Clayton Jr. looks like, I don't know.
And he's well built for a small guard, right? Like he's sturdy.
I mean, I don't know. We make fun of the Jazz a lot for like, what are they doing? But
these are two great picks. Yeah. 2 great picks. I mean, the Ace Bailey thing is a no-brainer.
Yep.
Where they got him. And I like Walter Clayton.
Yeah. Ace Bailey hasn't played since the Utah Summer League as he's dealing with injury. Going through the lottery, Cedric Coward has not played yet. I saw Cedric Coward walking through the gym. Of course, he's a rookie. And I don't think he knew that he was a VIP. I mean, also, he might have bought a ticket. He was just walking through the concourse, just like with a couple of people that I think were like friends or family or something. No one with a credential, no one with a thing around their neck was with him. And then he was just standing in line trying to get into the small gym with all the other just fans. And I was like, he didn't go through the secret player tunnel. He didn't do any of that stuff. Like, I honestly was like thinking about like, am I supposed to go get someone to be like, hey, that's an NBA player. He's a rookie. Could you help him out?
He doesn't have a buddy. he doesn't have his buddy.
Some Phoenix Suns assistant coach came up and started talking to him. So I was like, eventually it'll get worked out.
Yeah. I bet he'll be okay.
But he hasn't played. Going to the last pick of the draft, Jemai Mashak. Oh yeah. Grizzlies hustle guy. He's been pretty impressive. Other storylines, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of talk about the Lakers, of course, with LeBron James being there and all the trade drama. A lot of smoke. I'm more interested in Dalton Connect's broken husk of a game. He's just like, I mean, he got traded and then untraded. And it's like, he hasn't exactly bathed himself in glory. You think he would in this level of competition. He hasn't been that great. He hasn't been as bad as some guys. Actually, Dave, let's go ahead and go to the award segment of the program. This is the International Stackhouse of Pancakes Award. This is a cumulative award for Summer League. And this actually is going to have a lot to do with Carter Bryant, who we talked about. Carter Bryant, like, I've said it many times. I want someone to take my breath away. He did take my breath away with that defense against Cooper Flagg. He's shown so much on the defensive end. We're like, whoa, that's great. But then it turns out he can't shoot at all. Like, that was a question mark apparently, but like, I don't know if the Spurs, if they're going to try to win games this year, if he can't do anything, like if you could do literally zero on the offensive end.
I feel like that guy could go be an NFL wide receiver. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He's that kind of athlete.
I think you're right. He might be an amazing NFL wide receiver.
He's an insane athlete.
I gotta give a shout out to Chuck from the Chuck and Darts podcast. I never met him before. You introduced me to him. I ended up watching basketball with him, and I got to give him this compliment. I'll give it to him here on air first. He watches basketball with joy. In a way, I talked about how, like, a lot of NBA media, you don't clap, you're just jaded, you just watch it. That man has joy. That man, like, when someone does a good play, he claps and says, "Oh yes." He also feels agony. It sounds like he feels agony when the play, like, I was watching the one of the Carter Bryant games with him, and he kept just like being like, "Oh no." Oh, he kept saying, when Carter Bryant would get the ball and he would like do a dribble and then nothing, he's like, "Oh no."
He watches basketball like a human being, man.
Yeah, he was real excited about all his plays. And he's like,
so nice. Yeah, it was super fun. I mean, I don't know if you listen. I should tell him, hey, I had a great time hanging out.
Yeah,
I'll text him too.
But anyways, for the International Stackhouse of Pancakes, this is given to the worst performance in a box score award. This is a Vegas cumulative award, and we have a few honorable mentions. I have to honor Tre Johnson for the Lakers. He's 0 for 10 in 2 games. We got a Jacques watch cooking in Summer League. 0 for 10 for Tre Johnson. Jalen Slauson, Buddy Boeheim, and Nate Santo all 0 for 7 so far in Summer League. And again, this is through the games played on Wednesday, July 16th. I like to recognize Marquise Noel for the Bucks. He's 3 for 19 in 4 games. That's 16%. Almost all 3-pointers though. 2 for 15 from the 3-point line. Let's see. Alex Tui, the Warriors. He's a smooth 7 for 27 through 3 games. Alondis Williams and Hunter Tyson. They're both 9 for 28 in 4 games. And then, here's our 3 nominees, Dave. The worst cumulative Summer League shooting the basketball. Carter Bryant. In 3 games, 3 for 24. Shades of Alex Sarr's Summer League last year. He's 3 for 24, including 1 for 12 on 3-pointers. That is 12.5%.
Okay.
So Carter Bryant.
At least he's shooting them.
12.5%. Hunter Salas for the 76ers. In 4 games, he's 8 for 33. That's 24%. He's 0 for 10 from the 3-point line. If you ignore that 3-point shooting, he's right over 33%.
Wow.
And then in 2 games, Isaiah Mobley, 1 for 15. 1 for 15, missing all 7 3-pointers.
I've seen with my eyes this year, Keith.
Like, he's played in real NBA games.
What are we doing, guy?
Is this a different Isaiah Mobley?
I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah.
So Isaiah Mobley.
My eye test, I mean, that's the problem, is that I saw Isaiah Mobley play and he was so bad. Disinterested, maybe. I don't know. It's Carter Bryant, man. 3 for 24 is really bad.
3 for 24 is pretty special.
And 1 of 12 from 3.
And he made Chuck from Chuck and Darts so sad. Just kept saying, "Oh no." Guys getting up shots. Let's get a I mean, Reed Shepherd. So Reed Shepherd played 2 games. His first game was statistically unreal. Like I saw the box score and it was like 28 points, 3 blocks, 4 steals. I was like, what? I went back and watched that one because I was like, let's see for Reed Shepherd. Because Reed Shepherd cooked all of last summer league. He was amazing last summer league and then did not play his rookie year. Yeah. And so I went back and watched it. It wasn't that. I mean, it was like, he was taking the ball from bad people, where you're like, wasn't as impressive. But again, the Rockets saw 2 games, good enough. He got up 44 shots in 2 games. Cooper got up 42 shots in 2 games. Very impressive. Our next highest chuckers, Filipowski and Drew Chimme are 3 and 4. Already mentioned.
And now this doesn't include that Edgecombe had 25 shots in his first summer league game.
Yeah, this is just Vegas. I'm just talking Vegas right here. Yeah, Edgecombe, he put him up. He's put up some shots. Rob Dillingham has been putting up some shots. He's averaging 17 field goal attempts a game, 17 points on 17 field goal attempts. Maybe not the best. Caleb Love from the Trailblazers, averaging 18 field goal attempts, shooting 36%. So I respect these guys. Getting their shots up. I mean, why be there if you're not gonna put it up?
Gotta work on some stuff.
Dave, let's answer a listener's question.
Let me ask you a question first. Okay,
please.
Who'd you see this year that you geeked out the hardest for inside? I mean, you're not doing it out externally, but who did you run into? Who'd you meet?
You mean outside of basketball?
You're a big player spotter.
So also, you mean,
did you see Magic Johnson?
I didn't see Magic Johnson. This is also where I feel like I've lost my fastball. I used to walk the strip for hours, just looking for people. I'm like, man, I want to see celebrities, and I would just do it. I don't think I took a step. I didn't take a single step north of the Cosmopolitan. Like I basically went between 3 casinos. You had
a really great summer league.
No, I did. Yeah. It was good, but of course I took the cab all the way to Fremont Street, but I didn't do any just ramble around and just look for NBA players, look for famous people. That's true too. I'll say I did have one interaction where I fanned out. Normally if you see an NBA person, you're supposed to leave them alone. As media, you just leave them alone or whatever, especially in the gym specifically. You don't go up to anybody. But riding the elevator of my casino in the hotel, Kenyon Martin got on with me. And I was a little starstruck. And I'm just, I'm wearing Grizzlies shorts and a plain t-shirt. I'm going down to pick up my coffee. Mm-hmm. And it was just the thing where it's just me and him. He walks on and I was just like, hey, you were a great player, man. I loved watching you play. And he's like,
you said that?
That's what I said.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
So nice. I didn't hit him up. I was just I was so excited to be, I was trying to think of because I don't think it's a long list of NBA players who were if they were in my elevator that I would say anything to. I would text the Slack and be like, hey guys, I'm in the elevator with so-and-so. I'm in the elevator with Channing Frye. But I wouldn't say anything to Channing Frye, but Kenyon Martin is that guy's cool. And so I was like, hey, man, you're awesome. And I had a great question actually from the listener Slack. They said, was I on the kiss tattoo side or the non-kiss tattoo side? And I was on non-kiss tattoo side. Yeah. So,
there it is.
No, that was, did you have one? Did you have one where you, again, it's weird to separate the actual business element and talking element versus just fanboying out and seeing someone and being, still seeing Victor Wembanyama and LeBron James. You're those people feel more, they're larger than life different. And it feels a little bit different.
I mean, and there's no way to talk about it without it being well, I run into those guys all the time. This year was, it was honestly, it was kind of a weird year where I wasn't mixing it up in those places. I wasn't in the tunnel a lot. Yeah. Or down on the floor a ton. Although apparently I was kind of all over TV saying what's up to Mamu which I didn't, I would never do on purpose.
Right.
So that's kind of funny. I ran into Jawan Howard.
Oh, that's fun.
Out. And we were like walking up the stairs, like we were kind of like walking in the same direction together, but I didn't talk to him because
gotcha.
I don't bother people. But that was probably about as close as I came to somebody who I hadn't seen before. I mean, meeting Magic Johnson was sort of that was the one where I was maybe the most starstruck I've ever been in my life.
Right.
That was, random.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I'm blanking right now. I'm trying to remember the celebrity encounter I saw a couple of years ago where it was like, I think I was walking behind, I'll have to go back and listen to an old episode. Cause I was walking behind like Reggie Miller and someone comes up to him and misidentifies him. And I was like, that was one of the best things I've ever seen. It was like,
oh no.
It's like, hey, are you Isaiah Thomas or something? It was something like that. It was one of those where I got tickled to death, yeah. It was pretty good.
Oh man.
I'm trying to, I don't know. Yeah. I got to say, just saying, trying to compliment Kennedy Martin on an elevator was the closest thing I had to that. I mean, I was excited to see John Morant because like John Morant hasn't shown up to Summer League in a while. That was kind of fun. Yeah, he was there. He took the LeBron James chair. I guess they just reserved that one chair. It's like is it the safest chair in the gym?
Yes, it's the safest one to find with the camera. Right?
That and it's like the furthest from the general admission.
People. It's furthest from people. Yep. Very safe.
Let's answer our listener submitted question, Dave. This is the non-Summer League question. This is the croissant questioner. All right, Dave. Magnus, the question master, wants to know, does Cole Anthony instantly become the best point guard on the Bucks?
Yes. Yes. He's the best ball handler for sure.
I mean, Giannis is a better dribbler.
No,
probably
not than Cole Anthony.
Okay.
No, Cole Anthony has a better handle. I mean, Giannis is maybe we could say he's more effective because he's Giannis, and the way he gets through and around people. But no. Cole Anthony has the most consistent handle on the team. Is he the starter?
I don't think so. I actually was guessing they would just start Kevin Porter Jr. and Gary Trent in the backcourt. I mean, or just start. Oh man, could they start?
Like Cole Anthony's going to have to be on the court when Giannis is off. You've got to stagger Cole Anthony and Giannis minutes, Keith. It's very important.
I mean, what can how many minutes can Ryan Rollins handle? I mean,
that's a good question.
He's going to play a lot.
We're going to find out. Yeah, we're going to find out.
I mean, they're going to start. I mean, honestly, they shouldn't start Kuzma, right?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I would start Bobby Portis maybe. Like just go Giannis, Bobby Portis, Miles Turner, and just hope.
I mean, I was honestly thinking Giannis, Miles Turner, and then like Taurean Prince, Gary Trent, Kevin Porter Jr. Prince. Then your bench, you have Bobby Portis and Kuzma and Cole. I mean, that's a horrible defensive second unit. Wow.
Right.
I don't know. It's a great spot for Cole Anthony. I mean, he's going to get, of course, the buyout from the Grizzlies and goes to the Bucks on the minimum, and he's going to get all the minutes. Great opportunity for Cole.
I guess.
Well, I mean, he gets to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to play.
He gets to go from the backup. He gets to go from he wasn't ever going to be on the Grizzlies, but like being the third or fourth guard on the 8 or 9 seed in the West versus being sixth in minutes on a playoff team in the East. So I think that's there's going to be, I assume, a lot of shots.
Good pick. It's a good pickup for Milwaukee, by the way. I should say.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
I think we mentioned that last week, just like, even though, because I was laughing about the depth chart of some of these teams. I was laughing about the depth chart of like the Celtics, where like 1 through 3 or 1 through 4, you're like, oh wow, they're still really, really good. And then you get to like the 5 spot and it's like Luke Garza, or like there's just no center on the team. And much like the Bucks just had no guards. So you're like, there's no, but you would think eventually someone is going to come and just play basketball on this team.
Right.
Why not Chris Paul?
I'm so confused by this, man. Like Chris Paul, that seems like a good spot because he would play. Maybe, if everything goes right, Giannis could take him to the finals for sure. I believe in that.
I mean, I'm worried as, again, vested interest Suns guy that 41-year-old Chris Paul goes to the Suns. I mean,
all of a sudden they're way better.
Were bridges burned in Phoenix? I mean, he's already been there. It seems like he would go back.
Only Miles Bridges.
Well done.
Or Mikal Bridges.
Devin Booker, who's going to sign or has signed this like $75 million a year contract extension.
Yeah.
His all-time winning percentage without Chris Paul is 40%. He's basically 200 and 300 in the NBA, his career without Chris Paul. So bring him back. That's all I'm saying. Bring Chris Paul back. Here's another question from Major Rich. Would you rather be a Warriors fan post Steph Curry? So we have to look into the future on that one. Or a Nets fan? I think this is a fun question, Dave, because we recorded a podcast for The Athletic where we picked the teams with the bleakest futures. And I was like, I don't care how many people they just drafted or how many draft picks they have. I cannot peer into a crystal ball for the Nets and be excited about anything.
I will say something we did overlook on that episode, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
None of us said the Warriors, and it is extremely bleak for the Warriors.
Yeah.
Everyone on that team is old and they have nothing coming behind them. But yeah, the Nets, the Warriors at least have ownership with a ton of money.
Yes.
And that can help quite a bit. And they've got, I don't know. I just feel like it's a more marquee name at this point. If nothing else, the Warriors are still going to be the Warriors, and the Nets haven't won anything. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, there is part of it where I then start thinking about the conference. Mm-hmm. Like if I were just starting at absolute zero, which is what the Nets are, and it's where the Warriors might be after Steph Curry. It's like, well, I might choose Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe it's only been our entire lives, Dave, that it's been that way.
Right.
I
mean, but the Warriors were really bad too.
Yeah, they were terrible.
The Warriors were really bad too
Laughing
for a
stock.
long time. Yeah. And then they got Steph Curry. So I guess, if the Nets draft Steph Curry, I'm in.
Yep. Also, Dave, when we recorded for The Athletic, we like when we're picking bleakest teams, it was easier, I thought, to pick teams with like a negative outlook. Maybe it's just the second apron thing and the hard cap, but there's like every team you're like, well, this specific part of their future isn't ideal. I mean, they can get around it, but there's a lot of problems. Picking the most optimistic teams, the brightest teams, but a little bit harder, even though plenty of teams have some upside. But we were laughing because you tried to toe the line with the Sixers.
Yeah.
Where it's like, listen, under the very specific circumstance where we were saying of the lottery teams, who would you rather be? And it's like, I guess the Sixers, because they have these chances with Edgecombe and McCain, and you already have Maxey, and if Embiid can play basketball, they're good.
And Paul George just had knee surgery.
And then Paul George just had knee surgery.
I'm not laughing at the knee surgery, but laughing at,
Yeah, that's not ideal for the Sixers. I guess that's the relatively breaking NBA news in the past few days. Paul George, knee surgery. They're hoping he and Embiid will be available for training camp. Is that right? They're hoping still that both of them are available for training camp?
Yeah, they're hoping. They're hoping. They're hoping. Honestly, Keith, I think we're going to be hearing a lot about a few teams hoping for guys to be ready for training camp. There's been a sneaky amount of surgeries in this offseason.
I mean, a non-sneaky number of injuries in the last regular season.
Well, sure.
And people taking care of trying to take care of the health stuff.
The hidden injuries, right? Like J-Dub with his wrist.
Yep.
Anthony Davis with the retina.
Jaren Jackson with the turf toe.
The turf toe.
I guess we should acknowledge a couple more of these things to wrap up the show. Jameer Young scored 40 for the Bulls. Tyrese Proctor had a 35-point game for the Cavaliers. The Raptors, the summer Raptors have been good.
Yeah.
Murray Boyles has been, as advertised, a good defensive stopper. That team also has like NBA talent. They have a lot of their bench guys from last year are back and playing. Any other final observation you got? I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing any obvious thing that has come out of this summer league.
No, I mean there was the expansion news, non-news that were just the owners, a lot of the owners don't want to expand, right?
Yep.
Because of splitting the media revenue. But then a lot of owners want to expand because you get to split the giant stack of cash that gets handed over without splitting it with the players, right? Like, I mean, if you think about it, this Lakers sale that just happened really moves the valuation of a expansion franchise into that $4 to $5 billion, and it's just cash that goes straight to the owners. I don't know. It feels like this is this the NBA's AI?
What do you mean?
Right, where they never expand, but they're constantly teasing it to just, you know what I mean?
I thought
it's a way. It's a way, Keith, you're leveraging, like you're almost working some of these other places. Look, Oklahoma City Thunder, they're up for sale.
Yep.
Right. They're getting a new arena already. So maybe they're not going to move. Probably not going to move. But there are other teams that are probably looking to upgrade their situation.
I mean, Trailblazers have been on the market for a while. They've been kind of dragging their feet on purpose for a bit, but now that's
and having Seattle and Las Vegas as destinations. I mean, the NFL teams did this for a long time, right? Like the Raiders were working over Oakland, LA. I mean, they were working everybody. And I think having Seattle and Las Vegas as these foils where a team could potentially move, I think it's advantageous for the NBA. So I don't know if there's really an internal appetite to do it. I would say that the talent is there to expand. Like you could add 30 guys to the league and it could withstand it.
Here's the problem. And this might be too much of me just like navel gazing, going back into my rote routines about basketball. I don't want to add 2 more teams if losing is still incentivized. And I see no way that's ever going to change. There seems to be no interest in making it a competitive league that does not reward losing. So like 2 more teams run by 2 more analytically focused, ring chasing, tear down or ramp up are the 2 options. And it's like, that part does not seem that exciting to me because you're going to have, we're talking, let's say we expand and there's an expansion draft and Seattle ends up with Cole Anthony starting point guard and Kyle Kuzma starting power forward. And do you think they're going to try to win basketball games? No. So adding 2 teams whose job is to lose, that sounds garbage. Like,
you got to make it so they can only protect 5 guys or something. You got to do something.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like right now we have 30 teams.
Yeah.
In any season, by the time you get to the end of the year, 8 of them actively want to lose. We're going to increase the number of teams that actively want to lose by like 20%. If it's like just 8 to 10, I'm just saying adding 2 teams who for multiple years aren't going to play real basketball in February, March, and April. To me, that makes the product much worse. This is the angle no one's talking about, Dave.
Agree with that. I agree with that.
But
anyway, I don't think they're going to.
I also thought it was funny.
Maybe they will.
No, I thought it was really funny that Silver's like, we are now going to start researching expansion. Yeah. Right. And I was like, what? What do you mean you haven't? This is like the Wizards saying like, we're still tearing down. Right. it's like, I was like, you've been researching expansion for years, Adam Silver. I thought it was really funny. He said nothing's predetermined. They might not do it because there are factions who don't necessarily want to do it. But like there is the talent in the league right now to put together 32 competitive basketball teams.
I agree with that. Yep.
So that part of it makes a ton of sense to do expansion.
Especially with the second apron the way it is.
Yeah.
Especially because the talent's just going to be, you know, you're going to have 10 guys to win a title. And that means you're not going to have 3 max guys.
Yep.
So the game, like the financial game has just completely changed.
I also think it's interesting. They talked about how they're getting close to a league pass that has the regional sports networks. They're getting, but it's still several years away. I think it was the 27-28 season. They hope they're going to have something like maybe 18 to 20 of the local teams where you don't have to have your own regional sports network provider. It'll be priced in so I can watch Grizzlies games through League Pass. I won't be blacked out from summer league games for 2 weeks until they finally, until the contest ends.
The NBA should just bring back ball streams.
Bring back ball streams.
It wasn't theirs, but you know.
Yep. All right. Nick Clifford's been good. The very old first round draft pick for the Kings. I was trying to.
Got a great name.
Great name. Anyways, that's all for today. Dave, you're going on vacation. How long are you going to be out? I mean,
3 weeks.
Work /
it's
pleasure.
Not work. I mean,
okay, all pleasure.
Well, I mean, there's a little bit of work. I mean,
you don't do anything for fun.
That's not grinding. True. But I'll be in Europe, so I'll see work people that I'm friends with. You know, 3 weeks. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Sounds good, man. Enjoy yourself.
Going back to Georgia. Gonna take a midnight plane to Georgia.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah. All right. I'm singing that in my head. Anyways, thanks everybody for listening. If you want more from us, you can join up over at patreon.com/Fastbreak Breakfast. Thanks to everybody who supports the show over there. You guys are the best. Thanks for listening. Remember, breakfast is the most important thing.
Yeah, never apologize for being G&G. Fastbreak break, man. You understand? I will remember.